So one of my favorite parts of financial literacy is the growth strategy, or the salary strategy, which would probably be more of an accurate title. And this is the concept of putting together a primary, secondary, passive, and growth income to really maximize your bank account and your savings. So what we're going to start with is the essential primary income strategy. What a primary income is, it's your average daily job that takes a majority of your time. Think about it like your 9 to 5, your 40-hour-a-week job, if you have one, and call that your primary income. Well, it's recommended that of that, your gross weekly income, or the income that's on your paper before taxes, or your gross income, the one that comes up on your paycheck prior to taxes, you should put about 20% of this away in savings every week. So everything you earn from this, put away 20%, or 1/5. All you need to do to find that amount is either multiply it by 0.2, or you just divide your gross income by 5, and that should be the amount you're putting away every single week. Your gross income is any income that is received before taxes, as I said before. And if you want to get your annual income in weeks, just divide your annual income by 52 weeks, then divide by 5. This is your recommended amount you place in savings every single week. Now, another source of income is recommended, especially as a younger person, to have a secondary income strategy. This secondary income can come from a more hands-on job, such as being a barista, like in the picture, or even if you have another part-time office job after your main office job. And what you should do is you should take all of the money that comes from this job and put it away into savings. If you're running a deficit from putting away 20% from your primary salary, then it is recommended you patch up that deficit using some of the money from the secondary income. At this point, you have two different flows of income from both of these jobs. This is a very good position to be in, and this is possibly one of the the second step into taking in the direction of being financially independent. Now, one of my favorites is the passive income strategy. Passive income is income that you do not actively work on to receive. That means, as the picture entails, you receive a lot of this money while you sleep. So it's constant. Many times people will receive a passive income by renting out properties, having stock dividends that pay every week, and there's so many other methods of having a passive income. But let's look at a rental property. Let's say I rent out one property and I take out a mortgage on that house, but then I rent out all 3 floors to 3 different people. Each person gives me about $1,000 a month. It's a fairly nice house. That's about $3,000 a month that I'm getting from this property that I'm not even working for. Now keep in mind that you will also be maintaining these properties, or paying a property management company to take care of them. And then you'll also have to collect them. There's also running the risk of having a unruly or damaging tenant, or a tenant that doesn't pay and will need to be evicted. And you just want to see that you pick the best tenants for your property. Well, I kind of got sidetracked, but I, once again, like the secondary income, it's recommended you put everything that you get out of the passive income strategy into savings. Finally, within this strategy is the growth income strategy. And growth income is income that is collected once, but it's grown over time, such as stocks, indexes, bonds, CDs, and other things that grow value over time but really don't pay directly, but will pay off big in the end. It's to best as grow as large as possible over a long time and then cash out. So once you learn about this, now that you've learned about this, I want to go over the strategy of the 7 milestones of income. Milestone 1 is your first full-time or primary income. Like I said, this is the 9 to 5 job, 40-hour week job. After this, you probably want to start looking still for part-time work or secondary income in addition to the primary income in order to put away 100% of something while you're putting away 20% of your main income. Your third milestone after you establish these two main active incomes is to find a passive income. This means that you're going to run some risk, but you're going to have to look for some kind of form of income that pays you that doesn't require full-time maintenance and work. After this, you're going to want to fourth milestone is having supplemental and passive income that exceeds your tax bill. That means your income is larger than all of your taxes, so you're able to pay for all of your taxes that are taken out of your original salary using both your supplemental and passive income. This means your gross income is also your net income. Fifth milestone after this is when your passive income exceeds your annual expenses. That means your passive income, you've grown your passive income to such a large amount that it pays for all of your expenses that you normally incur, meaning everything you're earning from your primary and secondary income are all coming in through the door. Milestone 6, second to last, is when your passive income exceeds active income. This means you're making more just from not doing anything than when you are actually doing something. And this means that you could actually potentially quit your job, although I do not recommend it until milestone 7. And your passive plus your growth income becomes so large that milestone 1 is purely optional. This means that your passive income as well as your portfolio is so large that you really don't need to worry about both saving for emergencies or earning enough to make ends meet. This means even if there was a recession and you were able to maintain all of your passive income and you were to lose your job, you wouldn't even have to worry about really finding another job because it's technically like you haven't even lost your job. However, I do not recommend fully relying on passive income, as sometimes it can disappear and it can falter just like any other kind of investment. Thank you for watching this. I really hope you enjoy the rest of part 1.